Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day. It's Tuesday, and Michael is down at Irvin McDowell Park. We got all the details on that. Plus, Dolly is in town. She's promoting the expansion of her Imagination Library. And Casey Bird is sentenced in the death of police officer Logan Medlock. We've got to look at those stories, plus more, all here today. Plus, we're going to take a look at the weather with Sam, and of course, Michael Watkins coming back in with sports later on today, right here, WBON TV. Big story of the day. The beginning of fall means the end of Tasty Tuesday season. Michael has been down at Irvin McDowell Park a lot this year, enjoying all those food trucks and many other things that on with the kind of event that was once again back to give us a preview on what's in store tonight.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of our feature on Tasty Tuesdays. Irvin McDowell Park is where we are. I'm Michael Watkins, and tonight another fun evening for you to get out, enjoy some friends, enjoy some family, enjoy some time out in the sunshine, and just celebrate the Richmond Parks and Recreation for another great season of these Tasty Tuesday events. They've been going on since the spring, wrapping up here in September, but going to be another fun night tonight. And as we go throughout September, when the weather does start to cool off, you really got to get out and just enjoy all the fun things that Richmond Parks and Recreation have going on. Here in just a moment, we'll talk about the Halloween Hoedown, which has been announced. We've also got another movie in the park coming up here very soon. But tonight, Tasty Tuesdays is going to be another one for the books, going on right now until 8 p.m. this evening here at Irvin McDowell Park. There are some really good food trucks once again here, like Sandwich Man Express, my favorite, the Chuck Wagon, Piggin' Out, Travelin' Tom's Coffee of the Bluegrass is here, Mix-It Sodas. Hey, if you've not had a Mix-It Sodas, you're really missing out. Very, very interesting. I'll look at some of their different flavors here in just a moment. You've got Batter and Buttercream, and then of course Dreaming Creek Brewery and Chenault Vineyards. Now the live music going to be Clark Kissick tonight, kicking off around 6 p.m. And the book club, remember the book club held on the last Tuesday of every month, which is tonight, and that's in partnership with the Madison County Public Library. Tonight they will be meeting to review and discuss Daisy Jones and the Six, and then following that review they will be passing out The Word is Murder. Now, we talked about Mix-It Sodas. Let me just kind of give you a little rundown on what they have to offer. I've got 3 different sizes. They've got sugar-free options available as well. But man, it's just really interesting. If you've never had one of these, they've got a Mountain Dew and a Diet Mountain Dew option, Sprite, they've got a lemonade, and this is just some of the names of their drinks. They've got a Red River Dew, which is a Mountain Dew with peach, strawberry, and raspberry. They've got Dew the Pinnacle, which is a lemonade, coconut, mango, passion fruit. They've got a lemonade called Bless Your Heart, which is a mango strawberry. And one of my favorite drinks that I've gotten from there is the Old Kentucky Dreamsicle. Now let me tell you what this has got in it. It's got orange, vanilla, and then half and half mixed with Sprite. I mean, that's just, it's really, really good, folks. You got to get out here, check out Mix-It Sodas. They will be here tonight as well. So come on down and check it out. Now, again, we've talked about it before. If you come up into the park and there's no parking available, they do have free parking at the EKU Crab Lot, so take advantage of that. And just get out. Listen, if your kids have been in school, maybe you need to get them in bed a little bit earlier, bring them out to this event because they can play in the playground, they can have some food, you can have an adult beverage with some friends, and just enjoy all the scenery that Irvin McDowell Park has to offer. We talked about it earlier on in the newscast last week, but Halloween Hoedown is coming up very soon. Thursday, October 24th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to be at Lake River Park again, just like it was last year. They are looking for community booths to set up at the event, and those applications are due by October 11th. You can find the application link online, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to Richmond Parks and Recreation, and they'll have answers for all those questions for you. Again, the event is going to take place October 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Lake River Park. How about the movie in the park? Those are always fun. Bring the kids out to that on a Friday night, September the 6th at dusk, Irvin McDowell Park. It'll be Migration, the movie that will be shown that day, beginning at dusk. Migration, and that's co-sponsored by the Madison County Public Library as well. they'll have Kentucky Crepes and Poppy's ice cream truck on site that night. So a ton of really, really cool events coming up, courtesy of Richmond Parks and Recreation. And folks, listen, we're only about a month and a half away from the Millstone Festival, man. I mean, it's just, this time of year, is there anything better, honestly? Like, you've got the sun still out. Eventually, it will cool down. We got kind of a tease last week, and I'm sure we'll hear more on the weather forecast about it, but eventually, it will cool down. Football is here. It's just so much fun this time of year, seeing how everybody comes together with school starting, and it's just a fun time of year to be able to get out, enjoy the Kentucky weather that we have, and Tasty Tuesdays will be wrapping up very soon. So still plenty of chances to get out. And if you've not been to one all year long, come out, see what you've been missing, and then get ready to come out again next year for some more fun courtesy of Richmond Parks and Recreation. Graham, we'll get it back over to you. Going to wrap things up from Urban McDowell Park. For another Tasty Tuesdays, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael. Have a good time down there. Well, Richmond Police responded to a reported robbery at the Main Street Gulf Station in downtown Richmond Sunday. That was Sunday evening around 7. The complaint came in regarding 2 males who committed the robbery while armed with a knife. The 2 men allegedly stole vaping products before fleeing on foot. In just about an hour, Richmond Police, with the help of Canine Officer Logan, had apprehended both the suspects. One was determined to be a juvenile. The other, Tristan Griffith of Richmond, was arrested and charged with first-degree robbery, unlawful transaction with a minor, and tampering with physical evidence. Well, today, during their bi-monthly meeting, the Madison County Fiscal Court fielded concerns and complaints made from residents and attendants regarding the operation of the Madison County Animal Shelter and reported animal crises within the county. With more details on the story, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
Earlier today, the Madison County Fiscal Court held their last August meeting in Richmond City Hall. Among the items on the court's agenda was the establishment of a Venmo account for the Madison County Animal Shelter fundraising campaign. Although this resolution was passed unanimously by the court, there were several county residents who voiced concerns over the current state of the animal shelter.
In recent months, there has been a noticeable change in the operations of the shelter. Hours upon to the public not meeting the state-required 24 hours a week minimum to allow the public to reclaim and view animals. This requirement is also a condition of one of the grants applied for that the shelter receives spay and neuter as well. The sign says they're open 11 to 4:15. However, community members have stated several times that they have gone to the shelter as early as 3:45 and the doors were locked and they weren't even allowed to drop off donations.
When you look at the records, the official records that we pulled, the records are incorrect. They're missing. There are too many deaths in the shelter. 58 dogs were euthanized since March 1st. 22 were dead at the shelter. That's 80 of the total 200 dogs that were listed on the record. That's 40%.
Following the allegations made towards the shelter's management, Judge Executive Reagan Taylor acknowledged the concerns. However, he expressed skepticism towards the accusations made during the public comment period.
We did have a meeting. I've had several meetings over the last few weeks, month, with Lee was one of them. Mary Pat was another one. Mary Pat's meeting, been in 2 with her, and we're trying to work through some of these concerns that they brought up. Last 2 Thursdays ago, I met with them, and they took information from a open records request from March 1st through August the 22nd, and then they did take that information and put it in their own spreadsheet. And so from that meeting, you know, because we do want to be transparent. You all know how much we've worked towards being transparent. From that meeting, I said, I want to know where these animals are that they are saying are missing. And we got that information to them, I think, maybe the last few days. You know, our employees handle that. They go back and get that information. But from that meeting that I thought was pretty productive, we'd already implemented some of those things. We've already started having conversations internally about some of the time limits and making sure that we are following the law and are open. As you've heard here today from some of these comments, I'm I'm fearful some of these things are opinions. They're not facts. If they are true, just like I told Lee, we will own them as a government entity. If they're true, if we've done something wrong, we're going to admit we've done something wrong. There are laws that we have to follow in state. I think sometimes people's opinions think that's the way it should be, and it's laws.
Judge Executive Taylor further noted the absences of the current Madison County Animal Shelter Director and Deputy Judge Executive at this meeting. Taylor added that these allegations would be reviewed and further addressed in the fiscal court's next meeting. When contacted to schedule an interview with WBON to address these allegations, the Judge Executive's office agreed, and WBON plans to present this interview when it is completed. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. We're going to take a quick break. Sam up next with the weather.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammoet Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammoet Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Another very warm day out there in the Bluegrass. Sam in the Weather Center going to give us a look at the forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gretelyn. Welcome, everyone. As we look at the precipitation amount over the last 5 days, well, it's just a big zero. It would be nice to pick up a little rain. Things have been drying out. It has been warm, and we're going to continue to see this warming trend and finally get some showers in here before the month is over. So we saw a high of 93 here on Monday. It's been in the 90s again here Tuesday. And then now we look ahead into Wednesday. It's not so much just the temperature. It's really about the heat index as we have higher humidity moving in. We'll see temperatures overnight falling down into the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. And then daytime highs warming up into the mid to upper 90s out here. So we could have some readings up to 97 degrees. 96 to 97, maybe 95 just down to our south. Average high is 85. Record is 100. So not too far away from that. We factor in, though, the humidity. Things are going to feel a lot warmer out there. So we're heating up Wednesday through about Friday. Now, we're also going to bring in some storm chances as moisture starts to creep upward with the humidity. And the highest will be on Saturday. Saturday, getting quite a few showers potentially. So we're looking at our dew point temperature all the way up to around 70 on Saturday. That's ahead of a cold front. Then just in time for Labor Day, we're going to see the humidity drop, and it's actually going to lead to a nice little stretch of weather there for a while into next week. Heat index, though, in the meantime, take it easy outside. Frequent breaks. We have heat index values close to 100 degrees. I think it's pretty safe to call it right on through Friday, and then we'll see that cool down along with that storm threat Saturday and into Sunday. So highs here Thursday, topping out around 95, 10 degrees still above the average. And looking ahead, Labor Day up to 79 degrees. Again, looks rather pleasant with just an isolated shower possible on Monday, and then much lower humidity also moving in with that. So Saturday will be more likely scattered showers and storms throughout the afternoon.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBON TV today. Well, earlier today, Kentucky celebrated the statewide expansion of Dolly Parton's Imagination Library with a special event live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. Governor Andy Beshear and First Lady Brittany Beshear hosted the event featuring the country music icon Dolly Parton herself. The celebration aims to encourage more families to participate in the Imagination Library program, which gives free books to children from birth to age 5. Local program partners, early childhood education stakeholders, and other special guests joined the festivities. The Kentucky Department for Libraries and Archives is a proud sponsor of the event. Thanks to the Imagination Library and the work of over 120 local partners, more than 120,000 Kentucky children under 5 receive free books every month. Launched in 1995, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library has become the world's leading early childhood book gifting program. The program, a project of the Dollywood Foundation, has gifted over 250 million free books across the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and Ireland. Funding comes from a partnership between the Dollywood Foundation and local program partners. The Imagination Library mails over 3 million high-quality, age-appropriate books directly to the children's homes each month. Each child enrolled receives 1 book per month from birth to age 5, completely free of charge. Dolly Parton envisioned the program as a way to inspire a lifelong love of reading and to encourage children to dream more, learn more, care more, and be more. Research shows the program has a positive impact on early childhood development and literacy skills. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins back in the studio, up with sports coming up next.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealist.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
It's in the air. All the sights, the sounds, all the excitement
Makes the catch!
of high school sports is coming. Live coverage begins August 23rd on WBON TV. High school sports coverage like none other.
Welcome back. It's been a busy day for EKU Sports. New Vice President and Director of Athletics, Kyle Moats, officially named Brian Hicks as the Colonel's new Deputy Director of Athletics today. Hicks joins the Colonels after spending the past 2 years with the SWAC as a Senior Associate Commissioner for Promotions and Strategic Partnerships. Prior to his arrival in Springfield, Hicks spent 13 years at the University of Louisville, serving as an academic advisor for athletics, compliance coordinator, associate director of academic services, and assistant athletic director for academics. Along with this announcement and many other organizational changes within the department, it was also the first press conference for head football coach Walt Wells for the season. Michael Watkins was there and asked coach and senior defensive lineman Ryan Jackson what it's like seeing the first freshman class under Wells now make it to their final year.
I just like the way they've handled themselves. Haven't had a lot of issues out of this team. They just seem to really bond together and like each other. I don't hear a lot of complaining, a lot of griping, a lot of different things that you hear with some teams in the past. And I think, with us being into year 5 now, the culture's starting to be set. And I think they understand what the culture that we have here, what we want here, and how we want to do things here at EKU. And so with that being said, those guys have bought into that, probably been a part of that for most of their career. I mean, you look at a guy like Darian Baker from Mercer County and Ryan Jackson from over in Nashville or Lebanon, Tennessee area, Peyton Collins, John Stone. I mean, those guys have been with us for going into 5 years. And those are just some guys, it's interesting to watch them grow and develop, and, you build a relationship with these people. And so for that part of it, I think it's really cool to see them, getting their masters or getting their whatever they're doing, getting the accolades that they're getting, having the opportunities potentially that they'll have. And I think that's just really neat, and it's fun to watch as a coach.
I remember having a question like that before, going from the young guy to the old guy, kind of fast transition, but at least I got another year of it under my belt. It feels good being the older guy. I wish I had the older guys for, if that makes sense. Being able to inspire groups and being able to be there for them, that way they can see something, like see that this is a goal that maybe we could achieve one day. And I hope they want to be better than me, honestly. But just to be able to be a leader or like a top guy on the team to where people will look up to you and be like, man, I could do that. It's pretty cool to me. Me and a bunch of the guys came in 2020, and I'll say it took all 4 to 5 years, but I finally understand what people say, like when a college turns into a family and a brotherhood far after this. These are guys I truly feel are like my close bonded friends and people I can call and contact at any time. We've been through a lot. We've been through the ups, the downs, like Coach Wells said earlier. We've seen it all. We've seen victory. We've seen loss. We've seen turmoil. We've seen how everything can go well in a season, how everything can go bad. But I think it's awesome to to talk about the guys. I can still name every single one from our class, but the guys that are still here, to know that we pushed through all of it and this is our last one and we want to go out with a bang and we want to do all the stuff that we said we wanted to do as freshmen, and it's finally our time. It's a special feeling, and it's a special feeling knowing like those guys have been through the wars with me the whole time.
For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch the Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Thanks so much for joining us today here live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. Don't forget to head on out to Tasty Tuesdays. Lots of great stuff going on there this evening. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.